Welcome to Amz-Scraper. In this tutorial we will go over the listing details page. In this page you can see a more detailed overview on a product, like the ASIN and SKU of the product, the name of the seller that you scraped the product from, the date that the product has been added to Amz-Scraper, the current price of the product on Amazon, quantity, how many times the unit sold since it's been added to Amz-Scraper, the current best seller rank of the product, as well as category and estimated daily sales. In this section, you will see information that relate to the tracking, such as the tracking status of the product, the repricing strategy along with the repricing value, which is in this case is bid lowest. So that means that Amz-Scraper will reprice to always be the lowest offer and the profit will not be below $2. You also have here the default quantity that Amz-Scraper will push to Amazon as long as the supplier has the source item in stock. This is the last time the software has scraped the source item for info and synced it with the product. When the tracking is enabled, Amz-Scraper will update your product every 2 hours. Please note that the time and the date stated here are in UTC time. The last few details here are the link for the source, the cost of the source item, the current stock of the source item, and lastly, the profit. Clicking on this button will open a window with a few options to edit the product. The first tab is the selling price tab. When you change it, Amz-Scraper will calculate the markup and the profit, and those will be shown as an amount and as a percentage. You can also enter any desired profit or markup, and the software will calculate the selling price for you. If the repricing strategy of this product is bid lowest, you will not be able to change the price, as the price of the product is set to always be the lowest offer for that product. In order to control the price of the product, you will need to change its repricing strategy first. On quantity, you can change the inventory quantity of the product on Amazon. On tracking, you can change the repricing strategy of the product. You need to set the repricing value after you choose which strategy you want the software to work with. If you choose one of the static repricing strategies, like preserve profit or preserve markup, you will need to set the repricing value. This is the profit or markup, respectively, that the software will preserve. This value can be set as a fixed amount or percentage you want the software to preserve. On the other hand, if you choose one of the smart repricing strategy like bid lowest with a minimum profit or minimum markup, you will need to set a minimum profit or markup, respectively, that the software will not reprice below it. Here you can also change the tracking status for the product. In the source tab, you can change the source for the product, the bundle quantity, or the variation. Variations are separated with a vertical line like this. You can add a note to yourself on this tab. To delete existing note, simply leave the note field empty and click Save. When clicking on Delete selected, you will be presented with two options. Clicking on Delete from Monitor Only will delete the product from Amz-Scraper, but will leave it in your Amazon store. Clicking on Delete from Amazon will remove the product both from your Amazon store and from Amz-Scraper. Toggle tracking will do exactly what it says. It will turn the tracking for this product on and off. Under History, you will find all the changes, notifications, and errors for this product. These are called feeds. Every feed has 3 stages: pending, working, and finally result. When a feed is first created, it will start as pending. It is basically waiting to be sent to Amazon. You can cancel any feed before it's sent to Amazon by clicking on this X icon here. As you can see, the status has been changed from pending to cancelled. Once it's been sent, the feed status will change to working and will wait for the results from Amazon. Finally, when the feed gets the results, it will change to either done, to let you know that everything went well and the change has been done, or to error, to let you know that the action could not be completed. In that case, you will get the error message from Amazon. Here we have an item with an arrow. Let's check what it is by clicking on the status icon. This will take us to that product listing details page. As you can see, here is the arrow we got. When you get an arrow, you can acknowledge it by clicking on the X button next to it. In this case, the red one inside has changed to green. You can also see that the status of the item has returned back to active. Let's go back to the listing details page. In addition to the status of the feed, you can also see the time it was created and the changes it is performing on the product. It can either be stock and inventory change or pricing change. That's it. Thanks for watching our tutorial. To learn more, you can find our tutorials for each page in our Knowledge Center and by clicking on the Page Tutorial button.